Stretch band windscreen wiper. Take the leg wide and press the opposite hip down so there is no rotation in the lower spine. Leg across the body. The hip rolls up, but the shoulder blades are still flat to the mat. We can hold this stretch for between 5 and 10 seconds. For a variation, press the hip high in a shoulder bridge. That's press the hip high in a shoulder bridge. We can hold the stretch for 5 to 10 seconds. The longer we hold, the fiercer the stretch is and the quicker we will get results. It may feel a little sore, however, over the next couple of days. We switch sides. Each of these stretches we're running for 1 minute. Leg wide, press the opposite hip down. Leg over the body, the hip rolls up to where it's comfortable. We can take an arm up behind the head to maximize the stretch in the side of the body. Notice how the hip on my body lifts a little bit when I am on the right leg wide. Again, that bridge with the hips lifted off the mat. Leg wide, the hips staying a little bit more further down this time. In 1 minute it's up. It's time for the next stretch. Inner shoulder blade stretch. The arm on the same side as the foot. The forearm diagonals across the shin. The head is pulled away from the shoulder blade. Again, the same side arm, the forearm diagonals across the shin. Note how the hand is placed at the back corner of the skull, just behind the ear. We are maximizing the distance between the shoulder blade and the spine. And we're also maximizing the distance between the shoulder blade and that back corner of the head. Now we can finesse things by tucking the chin and lifting the chin a little in a yes action, and then rotating the head in a no action. In this way we find exactly the right spot to stretch the sheets of connective tissue that overlie the muscles between the back of the head and the shoulder blade. A little attention to detail will give 10 times the benefit of this stretch. Stretches in cross-legged position. Wrap the fingers round the front of the foot and pull the toes back and wide. I like to get my head moving a little just to remind me to relax the neck. Big toe mobilization, just grab the toe like grabbing a cow's teat and pull and jiggle and twist. Side of neck stretch. One hand behind the knee to pull the shoulder down. One hand over the ear to pull the head up and over away from the shoulder. A little subtle movement of the chin in the yes action followed by a no action. We'll find exactly the right stretch spot where we can maximize the stretch. Again, as we pull back on the toes to stretch the front of the ankles, elbows come a little close together to bring the shoulder blades together so that we're nice and tall posture. And the neck's moving a little, just to relax the neck. Toe jiggle. This is for the big toe joint. A very problematic area, what with bunions and turf toe. Side of neck stretch. This works really nicely. The hand anchored under the knee pulls the shoulder down. The hand over the head pulls up and over. By the way, if you can see that uppermost elbow, it's too far forward. Send it back. It should be to the side of the head, not in front. And a little bit of chin tucking and a little bit of chin side to side to find the maximum stretch. So Galahad stretch. When we're forward, the pubic bone's down, we can take the opportunity to look up. At the back of the action, the hand tells it all, pubic bone's lifted. When we're forward, look up. Once we've sent the body forward, we can actually do a spiral neck stretch as well. To do the spiral neck stretch, look up and send the corner of the jaw high. To add to this stretch, we can do some massage work. Just push into the tissues just under the jaw. The Galahad stretch. Tummy back, pubic bone lifted to pubic bone sinking down. And now, pubic bone lifted. Pubic bone sinks down. Take a chance to look up, look right up, send the chin as high as possible. Beautiful stretch. See the long curve from the knee right up the collarbone. Spiral neck stretch. Look directly up above you, push the corner of the jaw up, and with the fingers you can push below the jaw and just behind and below the jaw, pull and push on the skin to add to the stretch. Don't be surprised if this makes you feel a little dizzy, because the spiral neck stretch muscle can often be related to dizziness. And a little stretching and massage will cure the dizziness problem. The door jamb squat. We just hold that position for a minute. We can send a shoulder high to stretch the side of the back, just to make that minute go a little faster. Work to use the hands to the minimum. Work to keep the back straight so that you're not slumping down. This makes for a strong back. You'll also notice that the shin muscles in front of the shin are working to push the heels down to stop you falling backwards. So use the hands to the minimum and enjoy this very special all-purpose stretch. The monkey hanging off a door. You'll simply put a cloth over the top of the door, wrap your fingers around the top of the door, and send your knees forward. Rotate your body to left and right around the door. Enjoy the stretch that happens in the fingers, wrists, and sides of shoulders. And after half a minute or so, switch the hands and repeat. By stretching in front of the shoulders and to the side of the shoulder blades like this, we're making it a little less likely to ever get frozen shoulder. Also, it's mobilizing the shoulder blades so that they can move more, and you're less likely to run into shoulder impingement problems. A nice upright spine with flexible ribs and mobile shoulder blades means that the shoulder girdle is much less likely to pain and injury. For shorter people, you can turn your cloth into a short robe. Now you can hang a little lower, so that everyone can get some benefit here. That concludes our 12 minutes of stretches.